Hello, Ho Chi Minh. And some vehicles that I've seen here, which I have not observed in other countries, Southeast Asian countries, is VinFast. That's a national uh, car manufacturing company, and I heard about it recently that it is trying to make an entry into India. Oh wow, Lexus, nice. Yeah, Suzuki, Lexus, Toyota. Oh, that's another. That's a similar vehicle like us. Fortuner. Oh, what's the name over here for Fortuner? It's Toyota. Okay. We have Honda. Good. So yeah, we are exiting the airport. Oh, we have to pay toll here. Oh, nice. Is that the parking fee or the toll? The driver doesn't speak much English, but yeah, he goes through the map, he shows some actions, and he's able to understand what I speak, but I have to be slow. My rate of speech is high, I get that always, so I try my best to reduce my rate of speech. I have to be slow with these guys. And they have a tone, something that I observed. Tone, let's go. How are you? Oh, that's not exactly the way. Oh, I'm not good in mimicking, but they have to tone while speaking. That's nice. Interesting. Okay, and the toll, we don't have to pay it. That will be taken care by the driver itself. Something written in English as well as their language, Vietnamese. Good. So, exit. Let's go. Done. That was quick. Okay, and Vietnamese currency, or the Vietnamese currency is Vietnamese dong. That's what is a currency. Just like in Thailand, it's baht. Malaysia, it's ringgit. Singapore, it's dollars. In UAE, United Arab Emirates, it's dirhams. Saudi, it's rial. Just like that. In Vietnam, it is dong. Yeah, dong. Yes, that's the currency, and this is one of the countries, at least a bit of countries that where the Indian currency value is higher. I shouldn't make fun of our own currency, but yeah, he keeps dipping. 5, 10 years back, our currency value with dollars was around 63. Now it is 87. Thank you. Thanks a lot to others. Yeah, whoever governments. The way how RBI manages its finance as well as economy managed by our own dear Mrs. Lady Minister, and of course, yeah, our big Prime Minister. Anyway, our country is doing a great job, so our currency value is going down. And so there's people like us who wants to travel or buy things from outside or do some shopping outside and all. Of course, it's luxury, I get it, but has made it more difficult. So, currency value goes down means we have to pay more. And if we have to pay more, that means the budget increases. And who wants to travel, have a budget travel, it reduces the options. So, yeah, still, as of now, the current currency value between India and Vietnam is rupee 1 is equal to 236. Yeah, that's what is the current Vietnamese exchange rate. So it is 1 rupee is equal to 236 Vietnamese dong. So yeah, over here the transaction happens. If you go to a market like Ben Thanh, that's where sometime after we would be visiting. So Ben Thanh Market is somewhere I'm planning to buy things. Yeah, stuff, something that I'm going to buy from there is around bags, clothes. So, first copy things which I have bought from Malaysia as well. So I would be trying to buy from, and I need to make a good bargaining deal, which I am very bad with. Bargaining is something not in my list. But yeah, and as soon as they see Indians, let it be anywhere in South India, Southeast Asian countries, they see Indians, they know that these guys are born for bargaining. so they wouldn't be much interested. They would be looking for people from west, so that they wouldn't bargain much, so they can make a good deal. But being an Indian, they wouldn't be so interested. But yeah, my I have to make sure that I am not losing money, but at the same time, they let them have some profit as well. Because I'm a tourist, so supposed to help their economy, just like what we expect when foreigners come to us. But I don't want to squeeze them or take out their margin of profit. So I would have a decent bargain. If it is helping me, then I would go for it, or else I will skip. But most of the times I used to, whenever I was to a foreign country, I used to pay something which benefits them. I wouldn't bargain much. Looking at them looking at me, I would understand that, okay, leave it. And they would know that, okay, this guy doesn't know bargaining much. So they would try to scam me, but I would give a good fight on bargaining. So yeah, that's a city view for you for the Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. Decent city. The roads are big. Traffic is well managed. But I have to tell you this, while traveling within this 2-3 minutes itself, I can understand that it is something similar to Indian roads. And yeah, I have heard about the crossings of these roads wherein pedestrians and the bikes over here. I have to talk about these scooters and bikes. Oh my god, I have to say this. You see that? Oh my god. This is nothing. I'm going to see more by evening probably when I step out. Probably will have a sleep once we check in at hotel, and then by evening I would get out, go for a walk, and have to take a bite, have something, and then I'm planning to visit the cafe apartment, and if possible I would take the hip hop, not hip hop, hop hop, right? Yeah, hop bus, wherein it would take us to the main points of the city. And Vietnam has got that, Ho Chi Minh has got it. So I would try to go for that cafe apartment, have something, eat or drink something, and then go for the hop bus, which would take us through the city. And the night city view is really good, is what I have heard. So probably in this video or the next, definitely that will be coming up. Kia vehicle, good. That's a Korean one. We have a good presence of Kia in India as well. So you're talking about the bikes, scooters. It's considered, if you search in Google, it is mentioned as you could find bikes and scooters that is equal to the population of Ho Chi Minh, same as the whole of Vietnam. So the usage of two-wheelers in Vietnam is too much than the cars. You could see bikes, but and the traffic, as I said before, the pedestrians, they just need to show their hands. And for people from West, that would be something new for them. They would struggle crossing roads. But being an Indian, yeah, I'm used with it. I just make sure that you're crossing through this seabird crossing. That doesn't mean much for you being a tourist, but if you want to cross a road, just lift your hand, show towards vehicles, and they would slow down or either stop for you. That's the only formula that we have in Vietnam, is what I have heard. Not like Singapore, not like Malaysia, but over here, the hand works. Just need to raise your hands towards the vehicles, and they would slow down. They would stop for you to cross the roads. The roads over here are huge, and you can see. See that? The turn. They just slowed down, and the vehicle could pass. So signals are for the namesake, I believe, but I could see vehicles stopping in signal as well. So, but about that, I could see vehicles double crossing it, taking U-turns in between the roads. So, yeah. Driving in Vietnam, we need to be a bit careful. Okay, that is the cities and shops that we could see, the streets of Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, as I said in between, I have a plan of the next 2 days I would be visiting War Memorial of Vietnam. Obviously, I need to visit that because that plays a huge history of Vietnam, and I'm fond of history, and I know the history of Vietnam very well, what they've gone through, the sufferings, the struggle, the fight they had with multiple nations. That's against the mighty US, the only country that the US had to back off. A reason one is Afghanistan, but yeah, before that, the history of US wars is where the small country, the small people who fights for their basic needs, they fought the guerrilla war and they actually won against US. That's a fact. So yeah, that is something uh, the history says. So I want to see, and they had to sacrifice a lot. A lot means a lot. Their women, their children, they still bears impact of all those bombs and chemical weapons used against these guys in different parts of Vietnam. So yeah, I would be visiting the war memorial. Place, and then I would visit the post office, and then I would visit Independence Palace. Yeah, that's somewhere closer to my hotel. I stay closer to that place. So these are all walkable distance, to be frank. So whoever comes to Ho Chi Minh needs to have a good pair of shoes, and I have got Under Armour shoes with me. Not boasting about my shoes, but I've got a good pair of shoes. So whoever comes to Vietnam, definitely be ready to walk, because there's a footpath everywhere. You can see footpath everywhere, and it's clean. You could see that while traveling right now. It's all clean and tidy, so you can walk and see all these major places within the walking distance. And then I want to try banh mi. Banh mi is a breakfast as well as dinner snack, I think. But it is too fluffy, just like a Subway, yeah. So that is fully filled with meat, vegetables, salads. So yeah, I would like to have it. Okay. Couldn't find any high-rise buildings. That is in District 9. The District 9 is famous for its high-rise skyscrapers, buildings. So over here, the path that we are heading towards a hotel, which is towards the District 1, is having normal buildings. But I like the road, how they maintained it with trees. This is something that is really appreciable. I could see the footpath is something that I really appreciate. That is required for any kind of road that's there for a city. Good job. Anyway, I was talking about places that I want to visit. As again, repeating, that's Independence Palace, then War Memorial, then Post Office, and then during the night the Nguyen Q. I don't know how to spell that. Nguyen. Yeah, it's Nguyen. It's Nguyen or Nguyen Square. That's where I would be visiting. I would take a drone shot as well. So, and that's where the cafe apartment is, where you would find a lot of cafes within one single apartment. So that's something that I would be visiting, and then a city tour. That's under my plan, and then a couple of shopping within Ben Thanh Market, and walk around the streets of Vietnam. That's the plan for Ho Chi Minh for next 2 days. So straight away I'm heading towards a hotel for a sleep. I will take a nap and then wake up by evening to then plan for whatever comes in mind. And it's not just me and my wife who is traveling, so we have got friends as well. So this time we have to look into their comfort as well. Good. I mean, that's a huge canal which is on the left side. It's taking a complete circle. Yeah, it's going beside. It's a huge canal. We had been driving beside this canal for some time now. And it shows in the map that my hotel will reach in another 5 minutes. Decent. Oh yeah, the pho. You see on the right side, pho. Yeah, that is something that I need to eat. It's a pho is a breakfast meal, so probably before going for sleep, I might go have this pho, and I would give you the review of how the pho is. PHO is pho. Pho is a breakfast meal which is famous, quite famous over here. That any group of people in Vietnam prefers eating pho, which is healthy. It's a meat soup with some noodles. Oh, that's a Vietnamese hat. I want to buy one. Yeah, that's nice. That actually covers the whole head as well as face, which is nice. Okay, we are almost near the hotel. Good. Oh, trees, and these trees are so huge. There are many trees which are so huge that I'm sure it's been there for years. So pho and banh mi is something that I would prefer to eat. And yeah, when visiting these countries, drink a lot of water. That's water is really important. So whenever I reach a country in southeast, I would buy a big can of water, that may be 5 liters or 10 liters from the nearby supermarket, and have it in hotel. And I'm a person who drinks a lot of water, and I sweat a lot, so I need a lot of water. Need to drink a lot of water. So yeah, the vehicles over here is again just like any other country. It's clean. I don't see any vehicles that is filled with dirt or dusty. And obviously the roads are clean, so dust doesn't come much. But still, the roads are clean as well as the vehicles over here are clean. That even bikes too. That is something that I have observed. Toyota Camry. Oh, especially Pajero. Those are old buildings. So this city has the infrastructure built very well, and you could find some architecture of these buildings around that's mixed of old as well as new. And many of these old buildings have been turned into restaurants, hotels, even pubs. So night culture of Ho Chi Minh is lively. So I want to explore that. And yeah, I forgot to mention, there's a main point that I want to visit. That's Bui Vien. Bui Vien. Yeah, that's something how it's been spelled or maybe said. Bui Vien. So Bui Vien, something like that. So that's a street. That's where whole pubs are located. Nightlife of Ho Chi Minh lies in that street, and that is very close to Ben Thanh Market. And as I said, Ben Thanh Market is a place that is closer to my hotel, and so you can understand that I'm staying in the city center. That's how I always book the hotels. That is closer to that's in the downtown. So cost is something that I always give up on accommodation, because the point should be every point should be accessible from where I stay. So if in case you're sweating up, or if you want to change your clothes or get freshen up, you can rush back to the hotel and then go for again these places. So whenever you're booking your hotels, try to book it not so far looking at the cost, but even if you're paying some extra money, that's okay. Try to book it within the city so that it's accessible to every hotspots of the city. So yeah, Buen Vien, Ben Thanh Market, these Independence Palace, War Memorial are all actually closer to the hotel where I stay. I would share the hotel details where I stayed and the street, so you would understand. It would helpful. It would be helpful for you while you are traveling. So yeah. Oh man, this is taking a bit. Oh, see that. Oh my goodness. Two-wheeler coming in a wrong end. That's what I said. You would find all these over here, and for me, it is so used to it. So, being an Indian, everyone is used with that, but I'm sure other countries, that's not how it is. So, this is nothing new for me. But we have to be careful while walking. You could see even the two-wheelers going through the footpath. Nothing new for me, but yeah, I have to be careful being in a foreign land. Oh, we have traffic signals. Good to know. See that? Okay. Hmm. That's what I was talking about. How the vehicles actually travel in the main roads, junctions. Mm, so we have got a good deal with the accommodation as well. So I would say this is kind of budget travel coming to Ho Chi Minh. I might visit Vietnam once more, maybe later, based on how happy I am with Vietnam and the shopping and the food and all. Be, comparatively, what I've heard from others as well as while doing my research is that the country is cheap for a budget traveler. So I need to experience it, and then I would give a review of how the country is, how the people are, how is the food, and how is the transportation, how costly is the city. I will give my review towards the end. So this video is coming to the closer. So I said 5 minutes, but it's taking more time to reach. It's because of this traffic. That's the vehicle that I was talking about, the car manufacturing company V, the VinFast. That's a Vietnamese car manufacturing company. I like the models. This is a basic one, but there are different other models of VinFast vehicles, which is really good. Ford Spot. And yeah, one main important thing, iPhones all over the world. Vietnam sells the cheapest iPhones. So if you're anyone visiting Vietnam, if you would like to buy iPhone, I'm an Android guy. So if you are into this iPhone thing, the best place to buy iPhones, the latest ones or the previous versions, Vietnam is the cheapest country that offers the best deals for iPhones. Okay, far over there you see a skyscraper. That's Landmark 81. It's the tallest building. It's a business building, commercial one. Residential apartments are also there, but it's a commercialized building, and it's tallest building in Ho Chi Minh. Landmark 81, it's a name. There's an observatory deck where people could visit, and you could see the whole of Ho Chi Minh standing on the top of that building. I have a plan of visiting that place too. So, if in case I'm visiting, definitely that will be shared with you guys as well. So yeah, we have reached Ben Thanh Square. And if you take a right from here, the vehicle is moving straight, but if you take a right from here as well, we can go straight as well. That's where the Burn Wayne pub is. Yeah, not the pub, it's a street. That's where you could find all those nightlife of Ho Chi Minh. NK Mall, yeah, I need to visit this place as well. Yeah, do some shopping. That's famous for electronics. I have nothing in my list to buy. Yeah, just go ahead. Window shopping maybe. If you find anything good and attractive with a good deal, why not buy one? The small culture which you could see in Malaysia, Singapore, just like that, we have got a lot of malls here. So, oh yes, that's a hotel. We have reached the hotel. Oh yes, nice. So it's just, you could see that the Ben Thanh Market is close by, Buen Wen Street is close by. Okay, so checked into the hotel and I have stepped out for a walk wherein my friends, everyone is getting freshened up so they could have something for food and then take a nap. I have freshened up first, so I thought of having a step out, take a walk around the street, could see any areas that I could walk around. I marked a couple of areas in the map, Google Maps. So over here, you can trust Google Map, I can tell you that, I can assure you that. It doesn't cheat you, so Google Map is a very helpful application that you can use being in this country, Vietnam. You see that? Vehicles keep coming, and I will show you how to cross the road. These vehicles are not going to stop, that's for sure. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. That's my first crossing. In Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, that was my first crossing. And yeah, I did a pretty good job. Okay, so road crossing is done and I'm at Nguyen Khu Boulevard. So we'll be taking the hop on hop off bus from here, and the building that you see right now in front of me is the People's Committee office. That's like a party office. So yeah, I'm returning back for a nap and I'll meet you at night.